All right, and wow, it's amazing that that this guy is even in the room. But making his return to the morning show, we're very happy to have Glenn R.J. Ouellette. Good morning.
Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. Welcome back.
You're welcome.
What do you mean? Well, no, I didn't say thank you. No, but welcome back.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Are you usually up at this time of the morning?
Oh yeah, I'm up at 5 o'clock every morning. I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I get up at 5.
How do you do it?
I've been doing it for 54 years. I don't know how. I tell you how I do it. I have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
If I ever lose my energy, I'm in trouble.
I don't think you're ever going to lose your energy, though.
No.
Well, I've lost some of it. It's not like it used to be.
Well, still, I know, but you're not a young man anymore,
No,
right?
we're getting older. I'm only 17.
Yeah. We know how old you are, by the way. I think we do. But, okay, all right, so welcome back. I love having you. Now, So what have you been up to? We haven't seen you. Well, I mean, I've talked to you off the air a few times, but we really haven't seen you in here for about a year and a half. So what have you been, for anyone out there, that may not know what you've been up to? What's going on?
I've been reinventing myself, fighting with my health.
Okay, yeah, still your health.
I have severe tooth problems with that's causing blood infections, and a tooth for me to get removed is $540, and almost $500 for surgery in the gum. I have a rare gum disease that I've had all my life.
I'll pull the tooth for free.
I used to do that with a pair of pliers, but now that they're falling like cornflakes.
You would pull a...
I've done that many times in my life, but now I can't because they're falling like cornflake, and I can't get to the root.
Okay, so your teeth are like cornflakes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ron, can you...
I'm happy to.
No. And then my eyes, I have cataracts now, and I have vertigo, and if I don't be careful, they intertwine, and it turns on my vertigo.
Wow.
Then I can't function. It's like having water in your ears, and you can't have no sense of directions. And you talk to me, it's like Mickey Mouse.
All right. Well, we'll keep our eye on. Are you? So you're doing
I'm
all
fine.
right. You're fine right now.
I know not what to focus on, and
all right. A lot of people asking in our Facebook Live room, what's up with the family?
family's fine. One's on his way home to California with his wife come July. It takes time once you're married. So the process is almost finished. So Ramon will be going to California. I got him a job. He's going to be a lift operator on the Pacific Coast. Going to get $26 an hour plus benefits. And he just graduated from an extended course because he needed to have the American standard. In Africa, they don't have much standards. So he just passed the extension, and he now knows how to put the weight of the pellets on top of a rolling thing.
Okay, so he knows. All right.
Yeah, and he was the first of the class, so I'm happy.
He's like the guy in the Planet Fitness commercial. He knows how to pick things up and put them down.
Yeah, I guess so. And
Yep.
Andy, he's very smart. We all know that. Sometimes he's too smart for his bridges.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for it. He's in school. He's in college. You get the best college that's allowed there in Sierra Leone, and it's a Malaysian college. And this is his fourth semester that he's going to be taking exams this week, and he's bringing home a 3.33 every semester.
Oh, really?
So I'm not complaining. He's going to school for...
Does he send his report card home?
Oh, yes. In fact,
Yeah.
I get it directly from the master.
Do you have to sign it and send it back?
No.
Oh,
No.
Those days are over.
And when I'm not happy, the guy who's in charge of the college, the superintendent, whatever you call it, saying we never get phone calls from parents. And you're from America. And when you're not happy, you call us direct. I certainly do. I'm paying for it.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, is if the government paid for the
No,
schooling.
I'm paying for it. And it's not bad. It's $1,000 per semester. Over here at SNU would be $11,000.
Oh, okay.
Their money is not worth much. So
is he ever coming here?
yes,
You've said that.
I know. It's our government.
Won't let him in, right?
They won't let him in because they gave him a program which he passed. They were sending him to Seattle, Washington to go to a community college. And the reason why he was refused to come in, he was too smart to go to a community college. Well, they put him there. I spent $8,000 in that program, and they screwed it.
Wow.
You know? I'm not smuggling him in. I'm doing it legally. It's crazy.
Will you go back over there before he comes home?
It all depends on my health, and It all depends. I want him home.
How long has it been now since you've been to Africa?
It's been 2 years.
2 years. And that was quite the trek.
Oh, I loved it. I'd love to go back every year, but it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Andy's the one that made that song up about Best Dad.
Yes.
The hero thing, yeah.
That's a pretty cool song.
You want to hear it, Ron?
I'd love to. That was a really awesome song.
You really want to hear that?
I wouldn't mind if you could play it. Sure, do what
All
you
right.
want. But yeah, it's a good song.
I think I have it here. All right. Let's go out to Ron in Manchester.
That's it.
He doesn't fight crime or wear a cape. He doesn't read minds or levitate. But every time my world needs saving, he's my Superman. Some folks don't believe in heroes, 'cause they haven't met my dad.
Good part's coming.
Oh, is it?
Right here.
He loves his workshop and rock and roll. He's got a hot rod and a heart of gold. And you could say he's a man of few words, but he talks a lot within. And even though I'm a little taller, I still look up to him.
Here it is. Still look up to him.
That's cool.
So he still looks up to you.
He does.
right.
I'm very proud of my 2 sons.
I named that one Super Daddy.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
haven't-
consider yourself a Super Daddy?
I don't know. That people say that because I've raised them from here, and they're over there 5,000 miles away in 2 different countries, and they're very well behaved, and
What made you want to do something like that?
I can't sleep.
Right.
So I'm up 21 hours a day, so I help people in Africa, Asia, and India who are homeless in those countries, and I find out what religion they belong to, and I call them Mother Church, and they go to schools through the boarding schools, and it costs me nothing, and it costs the kids nothing, and they get an education.
Makes sense. All right.
So I do 50 a year. So I've been doing that for 12 years now, so I know a lot of kids that know me.
Yeah. That's great. You need some water?
No, I'm fine.
Ron, are you all set?
I got a nice tea. I'm not clearing my throat.
All right. I know.
Him. Yeah. Glenn, were you at the parade?
No,
You
I
guys?
had to work. Now, as of this week, I'm back down to 4-hour shifts, and only 3 days instead of 4. So I'm down to 12 hours a week. I don't like that, but my doctors say it's a good thing and get back on my feet.
Yeah, because you're not retired. Are you ever going to retire?
Everybody who does my cards readings says that I'm not retirable. I'm a workaholic, but I'm working on it. But as of the end of May, I will no longer be working at Home Depot. I can't go through another summer because of my vertigo. When it's really hot and humid, I can't function.
Well, I think your heavy lifting
So,
days should be over.
The heavy lifting is pretty much over, and they catch me and they say, "What are you doing?" You know,
Okay.
but I'm a workaholic.
So they care about you.
So
over
what
there
they've
at
done
Home
is
Depot.
they've rearranged a program for me, which works out very well. It sometimes takes half hour to an hour to get something down because you got to get the machine and someone to drive it. I can't drive it, so when I get in on the shift, they give me who the manpower is, man and woman power is that have that license. And as soon as I need it in a certain department, I go after that department if they have one. If they don't, I get somebody else. So I've been getting people out within 15 minutes instead of a half hour to an hour. So it works. And then some people say my boss tells me that I'm their pork. I sell so much equipment in an 8-hour period.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a good salesman.
Is this the one here in Manchester?
No, the one in Hooksett. I would never be a salesman to sell cars.
Why?
Because a lot of the salesmen, they're given their orders by the owners of the management, and you're going to sell this car. And it's not always the truth. And then when something happens, you sold it, so it's your responsibility, not the management. And it's not kosher for me.
Right. But are you the top seller over at Home Depot?
One of them. Oh, there you go again. Get rid of that. I only work 4 days a week, and now it's going to be 3 and 4 hours a day instead of 8.
All right. Just playing with you.
You know?
You broke our lie detector test because you lied
You
so
don't
much,
have
Glenn.
a lie detector test.
No, yeah.
Should
You
I
broke
send
it,
the
that's
FBI
why.
in here for you?
I can't stand it. I can't. You're lying right now. I
No,
gotta go.
I'm not.
All right. Just playing with you.
cover.
So, Glenn, in your free time, have you listened to the show in the morning shows?
I do when I'm free in the morning. He knows that because he's seen me on the web.
Here's a good example. Here's a good example. After last Friday's show, Matt and I were taking a little walk down Elm Street. We ran into Glenn. He said, "Hey, no funny business on Monday. I'm here for the kids. So no funny business, no fart machines, no lie detector test."
I have it on his tape when T said, "How is your farting machine?" And he said, "I still have it." And he used the farting thing. So don't come tell me you have no farting button, because you do. When I was singing an Easter song, a religious song, and he kept going with the farting machine.
Oh, what sound did he make?
Whatever fart. I don't fart.
Oh, you don't?
Well, not my mouth.
Oh, I was gonna say you'd probably be healthier if
think
you did
everybody
once in a while.
farts.
Well, yeah.
But in a proper place.
I
was listening to you and Desi made it clear to you as well. It didn't go well the first time. You know, my mother and father always told me that whatever you do in life, if it's all about you, you've succeeded in nothing. If you can't help anybody in the world to make it a better world, no matter how small it is, then why are we here? So
Right.
I was raised to help people, and that's what I do.
You were close to your mom and dad?
I was very close to my father. My father, dad, he's still my angel. And my mother and I, well, we were too much alike, so we disagreed a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I always said I would never be like my mom. And as I'm getting older, I'm like my mom.
I'm trying to picture you like as a high school kid, and your parents dealing with you.
What about siblings? Do you have brothers or sisters?
I have 10 living. I have 8 brothers and 4 sisters, and I'm in the middle. So when we have a family reunion, I'm number 6.
Would you say that was your generation? Like you could go down the street and your neighbors had many kids, and they had.
Oh yeah.
So it was a generational.
There's a lot of kids in school then, and such a difference to today's generation because they took all the elementary schools, the junior high school, and the one high school, and they overbuilt the high school. And as we got less kids, they put all the children in one school, and they made this big firewall to divide the elementary.
All right.
Did you have mean nuns, the ones that whip your hand? And
Well, I was left-handed, so I had a lot of.
yeah.
All right. Interesting. Now,
And I'm still left-handed.
that's interesting. So then you made your way down here eventually.
I made my way to Lewiston, Maine. I worked at Pownell. It's a state hospital for mentally retarded
Okay.
and for children, and I stayed there for 8 years until I moved back home and became a teacher for the mentally retarded, those that are trainable, so they can actually learn how to bathe, dress, take care of themselves, and so when their parents leave or whoever
No.
takes care of them, they can go to work.
I think we say these days special needs more
Special
than
needs, yeah.
mentally
Yeah, well,
retarded. That's
In those days, that's how it was.
I understand.
But I understand.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad. Do you know how many kids today who have HD or other problems and they actually go to work? Because we have a society that now cares and allows them to go to school and learn what they can learn. Everybody has a talent.
That's right. Ron, even you.
I don't know. I'm still looking for mine.
All right.
What are you waiting for?
Everyone's excited that you're here, Glenn.
Yeah.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited. Now,
My voice have changed since then.
right.
Yeah, when I had my heart attack in July of last year, I actually passed away, and they brought me back, and I had a new voice. My voice is very low now.
Really? Your voice has changed because
Changed a lot.
you died.
Well, I know it's because I died, but it wasn't like that when I was alive the first time. So I suspect that's what happened. I think it's a blessing from God, is what I say.
How long were you dead for?
Just a few seconds or that. I was already in the hospital when it happened.
Because Matt here has also been dead.
Yeah.
13 minutes.
Did your voice
Oh,
change?
I've never gone more than 10. I've been declared dead by doctors 14 times in my life.
Yeah, I was dead for 13 minutes.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Normally they say the brain is the last thing to go,
Right.
and it takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So one time I died, I was 10 minutes, and I was happy there was no. And you're lucky too; you didn't have no brain damage.
Well, I mean, we can't say none, but you know.
Really? Right. So, wow.
No, I did get very lucky, and they say the only thing they can figure out is because my hair was like really long at the time.
Yeah.
And I just gotten out of the shower, so it's soaking wet. So they think my hair kept my brain cold, so it didn't swell,
Well, that's good.
and that's why I didn't have brain damage.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Ron, do you believe that? We have two dead guys here.
Right.
Well, that have
right.
been dead and have come back from the dead.
It's not our time yet.
Nope.
They keep sending me back.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever met in the afterlife?
No, I've seen the light though. I've seen the tunnel.
You have.
And then the light, you're supposed to follow the light, but then the light shines at you, and then the voice that talks to you, and you're going back, and
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
not
back.
ready. And you're like, please no.
But the
Do you
not-
say, please no, I've had enough.
there
Let me in.
was there was one time I was really ready, but it's not my time.
Right. Yeah, you wake up. Now, were you disappointed when you woke up?
No,
Okay. Were you disappointed when you woke up?
I had no clue what happened.
no.
Now, Melanie and our
Rookies.
has a question. Can you briefly go over each time you died?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not here for it's too long and it takes too much time. You almost got a call waiting. They're waiting for me to say okay.
Okay. What's happening?
Andy wants to call, so I'm waiting for you to say okay.
I really didn't know you died that many times.
It's
Yeah.
not a big thing for me anymore.
Well, it should be. You should be on. Do you remember those TV shows back in the late 70s, early 80s? That's incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not about me. I don't make
it
things
would
about
be.
me. It's about public.
I know, but you're first of all,
I'm not a selfish person.
even though you have become a public figure, so right, you are a public figure in this city,
And that's why I have an open book, but to an extent,
right?
you know.
But when you put yourself out there, you got to expect someone's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
come back with,
I have a thick skin, trust me.
I know. I've seen you deal with plenty of
Glenn, was it
things.
your heart every time? I mean, or,
No, the first heart attack I had was July 5th of 2022.
all right, because I mean, you died so many times. I didn't know if it was
the
the
last
heart.
time. The heart attack was caused by 4 arteries that were between 90 and 99.9% clogged.
All right, Melanie says, okay, not the 14, but can you state your top 3 favorite deaths?
favorite.
There's no such thing as a favorite death
Well,
melody.
you know what I mean. So obviously the last one had to be awful.
Had to do with what?
The last one had to be awful. Had to scare you a little bit. So that has to be number 1.
It did and it doesn't anymore. And I've had so many now that if I go and I'm gone, it's my time to go. I'm at peace. When I stopped drinking almost 33 years ago, I got at peace with my God, and I let things shred over my shoulders now. Life is too short to be angry and
True. I'm glad
know.
I'm glad you don't drink. I can't imagine you drinking.
yeah. No, and I never want to go back. I'm a much better
Were you
person.
the life
for
of
it.
the party back then?
No, I was a passive drinker like my dad was, but I could probably wake up somewhere that I didn't know where I was. And that's
Right.
it's not very kosher.
What
I should
do you-
write a book, but I'm
could
only
write a book.
I'm only on chapter 2. I'm so busy, I don't have time to write.
I know, but you'll be dead before
Yeah,
you have the
you're
book.
running out of time.
I've been recording stuff.
Okay.
So-
Now who gets that? Who gets all the footage?
Andy will end up be getting it.
Well, don't give it to Andy. Give it to Joe Lar. Joe will take care of it. Give it to Brendan.
It has to be written the way that I wrote it. And, I don't want no fantasies and made up stuff. It's got to be a book, a factual book.
All right, we're going to take a little break. We'll come right back. We'll have Andy just around the corner. And Glenn, R.J. Ouellette will be singing this morning. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Peter White.
Keep
But
selling your soul.
but he feels you've been dishonest.
I
Glenn
haven't.
R.J. Ouellette.
I literally told him that I had a doctor's appointment, and I did. And he went on the radio and said that I lied, that the doctor said I didn't have one. There's no way he called my doctor.
Well,
And the day that I had a heart attack, he said, the next day he says, was it a fake heart attack? Until Carol Roberto finally told him it was for real. And so now I feel guilty. You ought to feel guilty. He is a jerk. Sorry. He said that. He says, I feel like a jerk. Well, he did.
oh,
For a media person, he should be getting his information right.
well,
Not with a computer button that he puts in. Enough.
he's not a news person. So
Doesn't matter.
You know.
You're not going to get me to sing Boys Club. Okay, so
Well-
give it up.
But I think that he thinks that you would be very good at performing that song.
Well, I'm not going to.
I think he's a little sad. That
Well,
you
I'm
won't
glad
do it.
he's sad because he's been pushing it the wrong way.
You shouldn't be glad that he's sad.
The communication is not right.
Well, yeah. Well,
You know,
he did call you to speak to you directly.
You can't say you're sorry and then give it up 5 minutes later. Children will do that. Sounds like Trump.
Wow. Well, you've been very You've been very worked up today, Glenn. I'm sorry.
For good reason.
Now, do you think your conversation with Peter would have gone better had you not had those terrible calls from that scammer?
Probably not,
earlier?
because he doesn't want to quit the gig. It's gone.
He doesn't want to quit the gig. The gig is up.
It's up.
All right.
I mean, I have it on his tape because I recorded that one. When T said, "How is your farting machine? How is your lying machine?" Well, he didn't call it that. And he said, "I still have it." And he used the farting thing. So don't come tell me you have no farting button, because you do.
All right. Very good, Glenn.
Glenn, I can hear the difference in your voice since you died. But I think if you die one more time,
It's not
it'll be
since
perfect.
I died. I practice 3 hours a day.
I think we have a call.
Is it Andy?
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. How are you doing?
It's Andy.
Hey, I know that kid.
Andy. Can you hear
Are
me?
you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. What's going on, Andy?
I'm good. Staying put, going to school, work, and all that.
We're listening
Thanks
to
to
your. We're listening
How
to your.
about you guys?
We're good. We're listening to your dad's new song.
Yeah, he's been in the works for quite a while, so I guess you guys can tell. And I hope you guys really enjoy his songs. Like, he's really trying. At his age, he's really trying.
Right.
My age.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, I'm being honest here.
Now, did you send your dad a Christmas list already this year?
He knows better. He gets one every month. He gets one every month.
Okay. All right. He gets a gift every month.
No, it's his rent and his
Right.
food and his education and work. He's got a job now.
I know. He's a forklift. Is it a forklift?
No,
Oh.
that's the other one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tell him what you do.
Please.
Oh, well, currently I'm a sales manager at a tile retail factory in Freetown. That's what I do for now. Like, it's part-time because I got to go to school as well.
School's first.
All right. School's first, right? Not second.
No.
Right.
School first. Exactly. That's what Dad tells me all the time, so I'm not trying to lose that. I'm just trying to be strong so I can handle both. So it's the right time to go out here because there's a lot of challenges, I ain't going to lie.
All right.
You can work, and at the same time, your living expenses can't cover what you work for, so that's
Right.
gross.
All right. Very good. Well, it's nice to hear from you.
He's got a surprise. Tell us your surprise.
You have a surprise for us?
I don't know what it is yet, but he does.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Is it a cough
of
drop?
course,
No.
of course. And I guess a few hours from now, because today's the 3rd. Today's December 4th. So yeah, it's already the 4th to you guys.
It
so
is.
The time zone is kind of different. So
Yeah.
and you guys are not in California either. So yeah, you're in.
We're in
you're
New
Monday.
Hampshire.
Yeah.
And today, December 4th, is my dad's birthday, and I would like to sing him a song if I have a little time.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Is it a long song like the last one?
No,
or
it's
is it
probably happy birthday.
All right.
You know, he wants to live for 104 years. I don't know how he can survive that, but
I
hope
know. He's
it'll
104
happen.
years old today.
No, I'm 71.
You were 71 3 years ago.
No, I was not.
Let me just
I got 33 more years to
let me
go.
just give a thought to. Is it? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, we're here.
Hello.
Yeah. So now I initially talked about the song, but it will be better if we all go with it together and sing it along because it's just a normal happy birthday song.
My
don't
God,
know.
I thought him well.
Okay. All right.
Organized.
All right. You kick it off,
All right.
Andy. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, go. Happy
Birthday
birthday
to you. Happy
Happy birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. then,
Thank you.
Happy birthday and live long. I love you.
I love
All right.
you too.
Very
Wow.
nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Andy from Africa.
From
all the way
Sierra
from
Leone, yeah.
Africa. Wow. Still in Sierra Leone.
Yep.
All right.
So, you know what? You
Is
receive
it
too many
true?
phone calls live from Africa, do you?
No. He was. Yeah. No, I haven't. Now, he was last time we had you on the holidays. He called a few times, right?
He probably did.
Oh,
You got another phone call?
we do have another call, Glenn.
Go
Let's
ahead.
check. I think this may be easy. Good morning.
I wanted to call back and say happy birthday, Glenn.
Thank you, Easy.
Right, happy. Yeah, wow, that's nice.
You're making a good birthday. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't really celebrate birthdays anymore at my age, but my son thinks it's important, so I said, do what you got to do.
Now, when you die so many times, do you have different birthdays?
No.
Do you count those days as like
No, your birthday
Right,
date
your birthday.
hasn't changed. Did you count? Did you start all over again?
Nope.
No, of course not.
Wish I could have.
right?
So I can say that for the next year, I can literally claim that I'm 17 because you just reverse it. You can't always do that. But I don't feel 17, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You don't feel 17 anymore.
No, I literally feel like they say my body's more like 84 years old.
See, I knew you before I actually knew you. Like, I just remember seeing you on some of the old TV, local TV stuff in town. The day I met you, I remember it clearly. Do you remember the day you met me?
Yeah, the day you started your show,
Well, it was that, yeah, and it was down in M Camp.
the Yum Camp.
And you came out of this you came out of nowhere and scared me.
Did I?
Well, you're like, hello, and then you kind of showed us around down there. Mm-hmm. So very, very, and now look at us. We're back at
And you know what's so funny is who owns MCAM today? I do.
You're doing great stuff with it. Do you really? See, I don't know.
I'm about ready to open 2 radio stations and a TV station come next year under the MCAM
Wait a
name.
second.
It's not a lie. Stop it. My God.
I love it. I love
You
it. I
guys.
love it.
I used to have it. Remember, I used to have my own radio and TV station downtown.
That's right.
And now it's going to be just mine. I'm not going to have a staff. It's more like it's my retirement. I'm getting ready for my retirement. I got to keep busy.
Yeah. You can't just sit around.
No. So I have my own studio at home. So
Wow. That was great. So you're going to use it to sing?
sing, talk about global things.
Have you always been a song man?
It now works. Good evening. Is studio.
I feel like drowning in your arms. I feel like holding on forever and never letting go. I wanna make a brand new start. I wanna take my time with you, see it through, make every moment count. So baby, breathe life.
In the house, we were raised to sing. Because of my religious background, I was always in a choir. I was in the junior high school choir, high school and college choir, and then I stopped singing publicly because I became a workaholic. I have to be able to do that job. If it's a job that requires me to lift 100 pounds and I can't even lift 10 right now because of my condition, that's not going to work. And now that I'm slowly retiring, I'm going back to my roots. It's like riding a bike all over again. You just have to keep practicing. So I will say that I'm surprised at myself that I've come a long ways in the last year. I've recorded over 800 songs in 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back to the first one when I recorded it, and the one I'm doing like today. I'm saying, wow, is there a difference? So remember, people, if you want to succeed, you have to try and try and try again. You have to make it work.
Now, Glenn, you
I'm
have
not
mentioned
surprised.
before, if I could find you or anybody can find you a job, you'll take it.
Find me
right?
one. As long as they hire me.
Say this, Glenn. I got 3 people working on it right now. I want you to look towards the camera. If I find you a job, will you take it?
They have to hire me. You are not a doctor.
There's hardly any, no lifting basically at all. Will you take the job?
I need to be hired first.
Right. I said to you,
Have them call me on the phone. And, it doesn't matter. We're off the air now. We're going to that special. Hello, you're on the air.
will you take a job if you get hired? Tell the people out there, like you've always said.
So our producer just lied to us.
Will you take a job?
Steve!
You know what? You'll never take a job because you're lazy and you're a bloodsucker. That's what you are.
Let me tell you something, Steve. Steve, you get more services than I do. I don't get I don't.
If I find you a job, will you take it?
If I'm qualified for it, and you're going to pay me for my medical insurance, don't give up.
And your voice has changed.
It has.
All right.
Singing a lot helps too, you know.
Do you do a lot of singing, Ron? Do you do some singing?
I don't think so. No.
No, you don't do any singing.
No, not at all.
Do you hum?
I'm not even good at humming.
Really? Do you like music at all?
At random, sure. I grew up with all kinds of music, so yeah, I love music.
All right.
I do everything.
Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it home to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're 71 today?
71.
Wow.
I've made it.
So I've known you since you were in your 50s.
Yep.
Right?
I'm now going on my 19th year on public access. Look at that. Wrong show. $1.6 million, people, and they can't get it right. Brand new disc just came off the burner. And it freezes. I tell you. Whether my show is called Ouellette at Large and not the Ouellette Show. I don't know why they keep wanting to change the name of the show. And my show will air this Saturday. That was an error as well. Lately on Saturdays, we either have no sound, or the show don't air, or the
Queen's Examiner calling.
yeah, or the film is discarded. I don't know what's going on. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Glenn, it's Diane.
How you doing?
Fine. At least people can call into your show before they were having problems with it.
Well, they haven't shut off the phones yet.
No.
You got a smile on you, Joe.
Yeah, so I'll see you tonight. Have a good show.
Bye.
Wow.
I made 18 years October 23rd.
Now, those 14 times you died, were those within those 19 years?
No, the first time I was 16 years old.
Okay. Wow. I thought, Matt, I thought you had something with the 13 being dead for 13 minutes.
I can't touch that.
No way.
I can't wait to read the book.
I've since 16, I've developed a very rare disease. That
How old were you the first time you died?
16.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I just said that, yeah.
I've never had a cold in my life, so I never had an immune system. And at 16 years old, I got the Hong Kong flu, and boy, did it take, and I had no immune system, and but I came back. But it created this disease in me that shouldn't. Normally, it's 100 Asians born that get the disease. You get 1 out of 100.
Well, how did you?
As a Caucasian, it's like 5 million to 1.
How did you get the Hong Kong flu? I've never heard of it.
It's a flu that comes around every year, and they always rename it something else.
Oh.
It was called the Hong Kong flu.
Hong Kong flu. Have you ever had that, Ron?
No. But is that like SARS?
No, it's a regular flu that you have every year. We're having one going on now. I don't know what they're calling it this year, but
SARS.
SARS.
No, it was it was known as the 1968 flu pandemic, and
Were you 16 in 1968?
I was alive in 1968. I was born in 52.
All right. So what does that put him in 68?
when were you born?
52.
Oh yeah, so that would have been
Right around 16 years old.
Yeah. I'm not lying.
I know. I didn't. The thing didn't go on.
Well, yeah, and it's still in remains today.
It remains today.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, but now it's the AH392.
Yeah, it's all numbers and letters now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, when you've died that many times, And you said you were always in the hospital, thank God. But Matt said he was dead for 13 minutes. What was the most that you've been?
10.
10 minutes.
Really?
And I had to stay an extra few days in the hospital because they wanted to make sure I had no brain damage, and I didn't. The reason why we need, as a nation, we need to develop space war is because we're being invaded by aliens, and they're gay.
Did you ever get toe tagged?
Once when they bagged me.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
They bagged you?
Within those 10 minutes.
How did they bag you?
The hearse was already there picking up another dead body, and we just had one die, so well, I can pick him up as well. And as he came in, I felt someone touching me, and I just sat up.
You were in the bag? Did they zip?
Yeah,
Did
they had zipped the bag.
They had zipped the bag.
They had zipped the bag. And the nurse was hilarious. Doctor, he's still here.
Yikes.
Are you sure this really happened?
Yeah. It did happen.
You
yeah.
were zipped in a bag.
Yeah, I really think the doctor says it's very possible that I had a very, very low blood pressure and heartbeat, and they just didn't get it.
Okay, so you can actually get into that state where
It's
you,
like
can
yeah.
you can calm yourself so much people will think you're dead.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's more like when you fall into a convulsion or you're unconscious. People do come out of unconsciousness sometimes, not always, but they do. Sometimes it takes years. Mm-hmm. So the stuff like that does happen.
Wow.
I don't know and I don't care. I'm still here.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of me.
Did they sign off on your death certificate? Do you have a death?
They would have. They had to because once they zip you, you're already declared.
Hong Kong flu.
Okay, then
Was that the time you were?
No,
zipped
that
up?
wasn't the Hong Kong flu then.
What was going on when you got zipped?
I was in Lewiston, Maine, and I had cancer then.
Okay. And they thought wow. And you beat the odds there too.
Yep. I have a strong will.
No, you are something.
I'm not ready to go. Remember, I want to live to 104 as long as I can survive, as long as I can take care of myself. And it's going to happen if God wants to.
Wow.
I just got to stay strong.
All right.
positive mental attitude.
I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah.
I had no idea where we were going to go, but I didn't. Wow.
I can't wait to get the book.
I don't know if it's ever going to be.
I'm just kind of jealous.
It's going to be out eventually. Why are you jealous?
Because you got to get zipped in a bag.
You didn't get zipped in a bag, right?
How funny would that be to wake up?
I did not like when I got up. I sat up. Did not like being in the dark.
Well,
and
but it
couldn't get out.
Funny, like you just sit up like, hey guys, just kidding.
It wasn't funny to that nurse.
Wow.
Alarms. Okay.
Ellen Philbrook's calling BS on both you guys,
Well,
dying so many times.
Let him call
I
it.
died once.
Right.
Maybe someday he'll experience it.